Hello everybody, and welcome to an episode of Aurogiri. And as you can see, I'm on a 300% boost. That's fine. I had to use one. My OC is nearly depleted, and so is my vitality. Because for the past, I don't know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, since pretty much Monday, yesterday and today, I've been farming Experience Dungeon pretty much exclusively. Back when I hit 133, like last week, I made kind of like the pledge that I would put in like $100 OC and I'd hit 134. And I put out a little snippet clip the other day of me hitting 134 because I was just on boost. I'm like, oh, I have tickets. Here we go. Let's upload that. Was dead Oro? I'm not dead. What? I'm trying to get the chat open on my end because YouTube's not giving it to me. There I am. I'm gonna mute myself. There we go. Oh, I gotta say I got pretty good at Experience Dungeon throughout the course of this. I'd always compete with myself every hour to see how many like drops I could get. And my best, at first I was like 1600, that's so many. And then my highest I ever got was 1952 tickets on one boost. And I was like, oh, that's fucking good. I did that twice. I broke 1900 twice. I was like, oh, that's really good. So here we are. Let me see if I can scroll down and get that chat. Hey, Curry, or not Curry, you said not to call you Curry. Hey, Marshawn, and hey, Austin. I need a nap? No, I slept pretty good. I only EXP farmed up to about 2 o'clock last night. Only about 2 o'clock. So, as I put in the description for the last little video I put up, so hitting from 133 to 134, it was like 100 billion. Something in that range. I believe it was about 100 billion. I don't remember it being that long. It didn't take me long at all to hit 134. Like 133 to 134 was not that big. And then I hit 134. I looked at it, was like 150 billion. I'm like, oh my god. At the time, I would only get about 1,000 tickets an hour. Like I was going slow to make sure I did everything right. And I eventually got better. And I was like, oh my god, that's going to take 10, 15 hours to do. And then I just kept doing it. And then I started getting like 1,600 tickets, 1,700 tickets, 1,800, 1,900, 1,900. And like, it just cut the time down. And yeah, I was like, holy fuck, at one point I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to go to 135. I'm like, that's a lot of experience. And then at the same time, I'm like, it's now or never. Experience Dungeon's cheap. Experience Dungeon's on sale. Like, now's the time. I'm like, okay. So then I just said, well, if I'll do an hour, then I'll never have to do that again. And I just kept doing that. And then eventually I just kept doing it. I watched like so many like ecchi videos on YouTube to get me through this, like music videos and stuff. That kept me alive. I'd turn left on a loan screen. Oh, I'd see some lovelies and then I'd run. Like it was just this vicious cycle of using libido energy. So I'm at 647 out of 654. So I just needed about 7 billion after the last boost. So I popped another boost. And I should have that many tickets. Hey KMC, how you doing? So what do I have on me is about 800. This should be enough. I can't imagine it's not. We shouldn't level up until, yeah, like we're really close. We're at 6537 out of 6543. So hopefully this last little bundle of tickets does it, or else I'll have to restore once and that will not bother me. But there we go. Click. 135, baby. Oh, there we go. Look at me. I did it. Yay. Alright, what does that change? Oh, God. Alright, so what is 136? Does 136 exist? 136. Oh, Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So, fuck. Hey, Deku, how you doing? Oh, so 136 is 200 billion. So it's 50. 136 is the same thing as 135, and then another two boosts, or two or three boosts after 135. So to get from 135 to 136, it's 134 all over again, plus another 50 billion. So if you did 50 billion a day for like 4 weekends, you'd have it. Like, that's fine. It's honestly not that bad. Like, in terms of the cost, if someone were to be, let's say, quote, a terrible archer, it would cost them about, I want to say, 3,000 OC worth of restores to go from 33 to 134, maybe? No, it'd be like 2,000 OC for 133 to 134, and then 134 to 135 for me was about 2,000 OC. And I did really good. Like, I had a 75% success rate. Like, it was, I had it down pat. Anyway, so price wise, like, if you're just going in there vanilla, it would be like 3,000 OC to get from 133 to 135. Now, the biggest motivation for me was the last time I tried to get a Sublime, it cost me 6,000 OC. Like, I'm like, this is cheaper than a Sublime. I could roll and get fish eyes, or hear me out, I could get a direct return on my energy. Heaven forbid we do that. But I did it. Yes. Another one rises to the top. Thanks for the likes and the videos, guys. Appreciate it. So I'm still on boost. I have to go make use of this. 20 minutes of boost is better. And another reason why I did this is because it's fucking better than Onra Island. Like, if I could spend like 30 OC every time I went to Onra to guarantee that I got a friggin' striped bandana, or even, no, I wouldn't do that. But if I could, like, it's just, well, you'd get 3. I guess they sell for 10 apiece, but do I want, no, I don't. I do not want to run Lacas. I apologize. I do not. I have to go to Akane place. My mags are shit. Oh my god. Somebody help me. I'm probably gonna crash, change mags. Where did I get all these mags? Oh, the Gemini's messing me up. That's what it is. Hey, Sato, how you doing? It's muggy today. Windmaster's not gonna help me. I need something good. Like a Tempest. Yeah, Tempest. Alright. So, how do I farm Akane? Oh, my goodness. It feels so good to, like, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I was living on constant, like, energy, like, not remembering. I believe there's going to be an update tonight. That's why I'm so hell-bent on leveling up today. But I'll tell you right now, if we do not get maintenance tonight, and they do not update, but they probably will since they said so in the achievements and in the update, like, last updates, like, patch notes or whatever. Right, eh? Right. I don't know. It depends how much it is. But, like, let's say for whatever reason we had another week of this event, I would hit 136. It's actually not that bad, because I could do 50 million a day, or 50 billion a day, if not more, and that'd be fine, because I have time off right now. Oh my god, how do I play? I'm like, where's the crystals? What am I doing? I haven't done anything but EXP in, like, I don't know how many hours I did, but a long time. But I would hit 136 if we had the time. Oh yeah. You'd hit that in the blink of an eye. Oh, it accumulates really quickly. It really does. It super duper accumulates. When I leveled to 134, how much is it for 128 to 129 and 129 to 130? I'm not sure. They changed the values on us. It used to be like, didn't it used to be like 300 billion? Like to level to 130, it was like 300 billion or something stupid back in the day. Like that was what your total experience had to be, was like 300 billion. And now mine's doubled that. I've doubled hitting 130 in the past like week. So are there any body purdies? Purdy recruit? Any purdies? Purdy recruit? Little people know best? I don't know. Where's the body purdies? I need help. I'm gonna join. Fuck. Boopies. In the autocorrect. Bodies. Last time I made a body party, yeah, 135 was a max at a certain point, but nobody ever really pursued 135 on the basis of we don't need 135 for anything, right? Like 133 was a level and nobody went for it because it was an experience dungeon. Oh, for sure. Oh, I don't blame you. Like, every event now, like, how I see things now is rolling isn't as appealing as it once was, because it feels like the rates are worse, but as we're all growing as veterans of this game, we have the vanguards. We have people to cover these elements, like most of us, you know? Like, we're not desperate for a new vanguard 90% of the time. It's just not the case. Like, new characters come, like Shikibu's cool, Riku and Sugamo are cool, like they're strong. But at the end of the day, I have to pick up drops? I don't know how to do this. At the end of the day, it's like, I feel Cyberstep makes a lot more revenue off restores. Like, look at how many of us are doing Purgatory when it comes, if not just for the Ogi, or the weapon recipe, or whatever it is, right? Like, we make, like, Cyberstep makes a lot more revenue off energy restores. And that's just how the game is right now. Like, and comparatively speaking, for me, it's like, well, if I put money into roll, it's like, well, I could get a new Sublime, and Sublimes are cool, it's just, they're shit to roll for. I hate it. Oh my god, it's so, it's either you get it, or you struggle. You'll get a whole bunch of Sublimes, like if you're an Omni player, you just play anything and anything with, like, universal mags, then yeah, you're gonna have a good time. But if you're just like, you know, you use your weapon and that's it. Right, chakra helps too. I gotta see if I can maximize a build or two, or I haven't really had time to play with like new numbers. Because realistically, I probably said this in the past, like, there's no point to like ornament a Tempest, because you'd curve out your chakra at like 3 unornamented Tempests and a Sparrow. Well, that changes the argument now to where you could theoretically ornament 1 chakra or 1 mag and have it, and you'd be fine, and use it with like your current build and gain power. Or even you could start doing, like I could start doing a Heavenly Shield Sparrow with a not Heavenly Shield ornamentation. You know, like I could start doing like Heavenly Shield and crit, like on Sparrows, if I wanted to, or crit force and crit. Or, well, I guess you could do that anyway, but you get the picture. It opens up a lot of stuff. To Briz hit 136? That's awesome. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, like, I actually thought 136 would have been a lot more daunting of a level. Like, looking at it and having run Experience Dungeon for, like, the past, you know, 20 hours. 200 billion is not that bad. Like, it's a lot of... Who's not dead? Oh, this guy. Can you hit from up there? Oh, you can. What was I saying? Yeah, 136, like, it's not as daunting as one would believe. Like, once you look at the number and it's like, oh my god, 150 billion or 200 billion or whatever the case may be, it's honestly, like, if you compare it to rolling, it's not bad at all. So I did mention that a minute ago. Like, if I could guarantee and know that we had another week of this event as it is, although I really doubt that's gonna happen, but if we had another week, I could guarantee 136, but it'll depend what the other numbers look like, the other levels, etc. I'm not getting many Mocha mags or anything. Anyway, because honestly, I enjoy, like, once you stop thinking about the OC cost for stuff, I enjoy doing experience dungeons. I find it very fun. Like, it's not on a fucking island. I enjoy myself. Hey, Banana Hat, how you doing? Well, I leveled up. We should get an update tonight, but if we don't, then we don't. People get to do more Purga if they need it, or people can do whatever. This was a farm I was gonna do until, like, I was gonna do this farm for the Akane weapon after I got the Frozen Shadow, and then I was like, oh well, the experience that sounds kind of appealing. I'm like, I don't know when Experience Dungeon's going to be on sale again. But I'd say, like, money-wise, in order to hit 136 for me right now, would be like... oh, I should pick this stuff up. Do I got an extra owner slot? I mean, I could. Oh, I got 2 high-grade silks, Jesus. But that's true too. 136 would bestow upon you another chakra. Because I think right now I'm at 172 or 171. How much does an alt boost your character? Is there a reason to farm the Akane? Yes, Inazuna is coming too. But I don't want anything in Genshin next update, so my play money can go to Oni. But in terms of, you asked the question, are the Aoi and Akane weapons worth it? The answer to that is as follows. The Akane weapon is a double elemental weapon with 2 damage multipliers on it. Like, it's akin to a raid or a white brilliance. So it's good for multi-hit attacks. And the only other option, like, I mean, an Akane, a raid would surpass an Akane, and it would, and I do have a raid. The only thing is, I have the Purgatory Ogi for, what's his name? Tensho. And I'm not going to put that on my raid. I'm actually quite satisfied with my raid as it is. So I want to make an Akane weapon to put it on. Oh god. Wrong movie. Ooh, wrong attack. So, like, the Akane weapon, since it doesn't have negative holy, it doesn't have negative... I don't think it has any negatives, to be honest. I'm not really sure. But it's a weapon I can create that's very low effort, apart from having the recipe itself. I can make it and put Ogis on it and stuff. Like, if the skill is good enough, it won't really matter. You're going for the Staff of Blue Light for Gakuho? The Staff of Blue Light. I guess, yeah. Yeah, because it's a mountain weapon, correct? That's a... Like, are you getting the Frozen Fortune, or are you getting, like, the not good one? I don't know what to call it. The one that has defense on it. But that's a really expensive weapon. Like, I made that. I remember everyone was making the frozen shadows, and I made that one, whatever the hell it's called. You think the defense one is good? I'll let you think that it's good, and we'll have that as our conversation. As a staff, I agree. Yes, that's right. As a staff, it's good because it has a higher base attack and gives you a lot of attack buffs. Whereas the Frozen Fortune has an 80% mountain multiplier. I agree. As, like, what a video would that be? As a staff main, my specialties are sitting in the back and getting carried and supporting my team, because without them, Purgatory is bullshit. Anyway. But yeah, I feel you. I feel you. For staff, that one's decent. But I'm farming for Mocha Mags, Magatamas, and I'm farming for this stupid silk. That right there, the high-grade silk. I need this high-grade silk. I had 30, so now I have at least 32. I'm leaving this dungeon. I don't want to deal with this bullshit. Like, oh. Yes. You're upset you made the Grace rather than focusing on the Frozen Fortune? Well, there's a big difference between the Grace and the Frozen Fortune. That being the Grace is wind and mountain, whereas the Frozen Fortune is ice and mountain. So the Grace can use Mega Tornado. Like, the Grace can use the Purgatorium Gakaho Wave. With no, you're probably going to be fine. You will not notice. You will not need anything better than that, I don't imagine, unless you want to go balls deep. And if you do want to go balls deep, thank you for supporting our server. Soldiers like you that keep us going. What the fuck is that? Can't even pick up anything. I'm fine with that. I'm picking up shit. But yeah, I'm making the Akane because I want to put my Purgatorium Ogi on it, because it's fire, not negative holy, and I'm not going to make the Tensho weapon. So the defense version has the same buff. That's Frozen Shadow. Oh, I see. My main use for the Frozen Fortune weapon is that it has the 80% chance to proc the mountain multiplier. And for like Stone Spire Barrier, that thing hits 15 times. It actually makes that move decent. And with a Chiami, it's just, I'm unkillable. Like, unless I'm straight up one shot, I will full health myself on like anything. I gotta get better at this. I haven't used the Vanguard in 2 days. Wait, you teleported? What door is gonna open? Oh, I shouldn't be going this deep into the dungeon. I really shouldn't. I should just be doing the first room and leaving, first room and leaving. Right. For Axe, the Grace Axe for wind. I guess Axe does have Tornado Drop Sublime, you're correct. Did Axe get an... Axe has Blue Fang Blade. But yeah. Gakaho Mega Wave, things like that. In terms of a lot of things. Trying to think here. Like, in all honesty, like, all weapons are good as long as you have a purpose for them. Like, when we used to fight Purgatorium Sleet, I used a 11 weapon. I used a Levy weapon just for double lance because the invincibility helped me fight Sleet. Sleet would freeze the ground so often, I needed a double lance weapon, and I'm not about to double lance a white brilliance. You're out of your mind. And it still did damage cap. Like, cap is cap. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, when I used it, it did like 7 to 9 million, depending on, you know, whatever. And because I had that purpose in mind, and it fulfilled its task, the Levin weapon was fine. It had a use. Like, you can put Lance on, like, any weapon later, and it won't matter. Like, it's gonna do its job, if that's your intention. Like, at the same token, I have the Owie weapon, and it has Lance and Punishment on it. Well, that's just invincibility on a weapon. That's something I value. But like at this current point, if you have access to like Akane and Aoi recipes, you wouldn't make, like, let's say an Eldritch weapon for fire. Now I could go make a Falling Star or convert my Falling Star to use the weapon, but I'm not. I would sooner use the Akane. The Falling Star lowers your crit, gives me affinity, but my affinity is already pretty close. I mean, now that I've leveled, my affinity is actually not close to its cap. But I'm getting a lot of double posts when you guys say something that shows up twice. But it's one of those things where these weapons are in no way necessary. However, they are better than vanilla alternatives. That's the best way to put it. Like, I'm not going to go make a Nova to put a Purgatorium Ogi on it. Nor will I make a Night Sky to do that. Nor will I, you know, I'm not going to make an Eldritch to do it. Jeez, there's not many of these guys without a body party. Anyway. I gotta do this first room farm or else I'll cry or something. Oh. Any tips for farming the islands? I missed that one. Having just farmed the islands for Frozen Shadow, it's literally put on music. Like, it's the same thing with me doing experience. I was watching ecchi, hentai MMDs on YouTube. I had a playlist. Every playlist, when it finished, it was an hour. I knew when things were done. It's literally just distract yourself, make it fun, and I spawned this early before the enemies? Holy shit. But that's pretty much how it goes. Like, for the islands, like, it depends. Do you want to do the hardest one first, or do you want to do the easiest one first? I thought, to me, the hardest one was Basho Island. It's not. It's Kaji, that goddamn Ninja Turtle. If you start with Kaji, after you finish Kaji, everything's easy. If you start with the crab, you're kind of in the middle, and it's all downhill from there. The crab was very pleasant for me. Oni Matatabi, it was a very pleasant dungeon. Right, I'm in the same camp Divinity, to be honest. Like, a lot of my buds, like, they like the game, it's just, they grew out of it. Everything started, like, not being appealing. It was just rerun events, and my friends stopped playing. There was a long time I didn't play as well. I'm so obsessed with going to my staff at the start of the dungeon. It's programmed into my head to cast Rapid Storm. Oh my god. I'm like, what is the mount? But yeah, it's unfortunate. People leave, but having these past 2 weeks... Hey Julius, how you doing? Hey Vanji. Yeah, hey, Nazuma's coming. These past 2 weeks, though, I've been playing with a number of players, of like Onigiri players, of people, and I am actually so impressed with the power level of the average Oni player. Like, it wasn't like this a year ago or a while ago. Like, every second person I see, like, there was a time when Experience Dungeon first came out, and people would just run Experience Dungeon, but they wouldn't actually have, like, gear. You know what I mean? Like, it was deceptive. Like, oh, there's a 128, and he's got, like, a Nova. It's like, well, dude, like, he's got a Nova and 105. It's like, what are you doing? He's like, what? And it's just like, um, like it was kind of deceptive. But now it's like you see people, they have raids, they have white brilliances, they have the frozen shadow weapon. I can't believe how many people have that frozen shadow weapon. How many people have them Purgatorium Ogis. It's actually, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed by like how well equipped everyone is nowadays. Like, well, true, like exactly. Exactly. But at the same time, it's like this is like the game state I envisioned years ago, where you could just be outside at the stairs and have a sign in your head saying, "Hey, I want to do the Purgatorium," and you see this guy whip out his dark, like his dark frozen shadow, and it's just like, let's fucking go, and it's like, oh my god, let's go. Or Blitz Oni, like, or Blitz Oni, listen to me, yeah, Blitz Oni, yeah, like anything at all, like people are ready to do stuff. They're just limited by energy, but nowadays I notice more people are more willing to, like, if you get a group together, you say, hey, we're gonna farm Purgatorium, or we're gonna farm this, or we're gonna farm that, like people are willing to just drop in, like, you know, restore money, play money, like that's your goal. Like when I did Purgatorium Tensho for the Ogi, like I teamed up with some guys, really nice people. They had the energy to go. They put OC in. We went. Like, it was awesome. Right now, I think they need to do something like every dungeon has a chance to just drop an energy restore at the end as a reward. Like, even if it's a 5, a 10, whatever. Like, that'd be fun. I think experience tickets need to drop. Like, in the same manner that we get carrots and shit, like, experience tickets should just randomly drop. Like, there's no reason for them to be so gatekeeped. Like, you should be able to, like, run a dungeon and get, like, 5 energy restore. Like, not 5 energy restore, but 5, like, experience tickets. Like, it should just be a thing. So, in terms of the argument towards 10 OC restores, here's a pattern I've noticed. Every console that has 10 OC restores dies. It dies. The server dies. Now let's put this in perspective. I ran out of boost, so I have time to talk. Let's put this in perspective. Like, PC had 10 OC restores. People reach a point of high end game where they have everything they need. And then I was talking to a guy, PC player, at the time, he was a really high echelon player. He said, oh, it's only like $100 to get a Purgatorium weapon. I said, no, it's not. It's $300. He's like, oh my god, that's right, because of your restores. So, for PS4, we have people who do pay those prices, the 30 OC. I did that. And it's worth 1/3 of what PC would do. So let's say for one endgame player on PS4 to get, let's say, a Purgatorium weapon, it generates the same revenue as 3 PC players getting that weapon. So, like, Cyberstep makes so much money off the 30 OC restores. Like, incredibly so. And it's not even that point. It's the minute OC is purchased, they have what they want. Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, Julius. Like, that's the way you want to be. Like, what'd you say? You're 117, you got the experience dungeon. There's nothing here. You did garbage the other day. A box. I'm not trying to call anybody out. It's just there are people like that. But whereas you are like, I'm at that point because you had to do that. I tell people all the time, like, if you just start out, like, reach 105. Like, reach 105. Use whatever options are available to you. Use Myriad King, use Experience Dungeon, take advantage of what's there. There's nothing against that. It's just don't be like complacent in it. Like the reason you level up is to get the high-end gear. It is to get more chakra, it is to get more defense, more stat points. It all adds up. Like the next step for you would be to start, like, hopefully you have a weapon of choice. Like Myriad Kings, you can use all the Myriad Kings and you can use them all and things are going to work out. But at this point, you have to pick your, like, favorite weapon and then pursue the 105s. What was that? That's weird. It shows up on my stream first. What's easier to get? The Crag Scales? I don't... What? Oh, for the Frozen Fortune? Is that a thing? You had to get Crag Scales. I don't remember this. Where? Where do you get Crag Scales? Oh, I'm confused. But yeah, so Twin Swords. So Twin Swords your thing. You have to do Warabizuka on 4-man body party on hard, and you got to try and get Hunter's mags. Or you could buy the mags off somebody. But you have to farm Warabizuka hard on 4-man hard. Yeah, 4-man. Warabizuka could be a body party, whatever. 4 or 5 men is fine. You run Warabizuka, and you run it over and over and over. Pop a drop boost. And you got to hope to get your Hunter's Magatamas. And then once you get 3 Hunters, you can make your 3 105s. The Dancing Water. The Dancing Water recipe drops in Onra Island from Kaji. I think there's another place for it. Maybe the Salt Mines in Onigashima. Whatever that place is called. I'm not too sure. But your next goal should be to go after your 105 mags. Then once you get your 105 mags, you can fit your gargoyle weapons and so on and so forth. So you're asking about the Frozen Blue Light weapon. Frozen... Crag, what? Do I even have the other recipe? What's this thing called? Oh, there it is. Eternal Ice. Oh, the regular one? Oh, I see. You know, I'm going to be straight with you. I have no idea where I got this stuff. I have not a single recollection in my mind. I guess you get them from Crag Hell or... Well, Crag Scale is from normal. Or... There's 2 scales? No. Crag Scale's probably normal. Crag Shell is probably hard or hell. I honestly don't know where I got these. I think they might have been in the exchange shop we had. Because I have no recollection. I don't think I've ever fought that guy. Like, I fought him when he first came out, like, in 2016, 2015. But I have no idea where I got them. Hey, Blue, how you doing, man? So one other thing before I start another boost. Is there an event tonight? What do you think will be dropping? So, I think there is going to be an event tonight. Just to finish this topic with Star here, the Crag Gargoyles in Oshu Terminus, like, never dropped anything. Like, if the Crag Gargoyles actually dropped anything at all in any of the Oshu dungeons, I would have a shit ton of this stuff. I would have like I would have a bunch of this stuff because I would fight them for fun. Like I would have a ton of this stuff, not just the 30 or the 20. Like I can't see myself only having like just enough. Having run for Abyss, having run for the ones in the field. I don't think they dropped them. I think it was either from an exchange shop or it was from the warding itself. But I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. So as for what my thoughts on if we got an event, what would be dropping? Personally, I don't think we'd get a big event the way they're going. I don't think we'd get a big event. If we do get, I think we will get an event tonight or something, an update. I think it's going to have a new Purgatorium. And if it's not like a new, but there will be a different Purgatorium. I hope it's like Aosame, but if it's a Gargoyle, that's like a massive skip for me. I really hope they keep doing this dungeon boost thing like every update, so that players that don't need the event also have something else to do. Like I really like it when we have stuff like this. Like the experience was an option, something else was an option. Oh, treasures. Yes, that's what I want. You're damn right. I want Purgatorium treasures transfer from trash 1-to-1. Do I know the best place for ornate handle? You think it is the drop from Samurais? Yeah. The best place for ornate handle is Palace of Moon. Palace of Rain on the moon. You run through that, you get ornate handles like nobody's business. You go in, you do like the first couple of rooms, you kill all the archers. You go to that like you go to the main hall in Palace of Rain, and then you have that little tiny area with all these soldiers. You go in there, blow them all up, and leave and reset if you want. Like there's also another room later, but it takes a while to get there. Thanks, Blue. I farmed a lot. It must have been at least a total of, I want to say a total of 10 hours, or probably a bit more than that for. Oh. Yesterday, I legit, like, you guys know that my mom hurt herself a while ago and I've been taking care of her. And, like, she's always getting me to do stuff. We're kind of getting routine that I do a lot of things for. And yesterday, I'm like, okay, today's the last day to, like, really farm experience. And this weekend, I thought I would have had Saturday, but it was actually, like, a Pokemon Go Fest. Me and my friends play that. And it was actually super fun. We went out for, like, the whole day. We went out to eat after. It was a whole, like, solid experience. And I thought that was just Sunday, but it was Saturday and Sunday. So I had to, like, do everything. So I straight up, like, did a bunch of shit for my mom, and I looked her in the eye. I said, Mom, I'm going to say this as politely as possible. What can I do right now? Like, what do I need to do to get you to leave me alone for the rest of the day? And she said, well, you could do this. I said, done. And I got it done, and I started farming. I'm like, Mom, I don't want to be rude, but what do I need to do to get you to leave me alone? Like, like straight up. Because she is a lot better now, so she can do some things on her own. But yeah, in terms of turning trash into metals, I'm down for that. I'm straight fucking down for that. I would love to turn 8,000 junk right into a recipe right now. I'm ready for that. Oh. But in terms of what update we get, I imagine it's either going to be something small or something mundane like we have right now, or it's going to be a summer event. There's no reason they can't give us a summer event right now. We're at the end of July into August. We could have a summer event. What did you need to farm for your 105 mags again? For your 105 mag, you're going to, for the twin sword mag, the dancing water, you're going to need, most importantly, a Hunter's Magatama. 3 of those. So 3 Hunter's Magatamas are what you're looking for in Warabizuka. The recipe itself drops from Kaji on Onra Island. And Honor Island And then you're going to need, I believe, it's a twin sword mag from Lacus Mortis, Inari or something. Furi mag, I believe. It's Furi, Kirin. It's Furi, Kirin, Hunter mag, and then one of those affinity mags from Dew Creek or whatever. Rabbit? No, it's not Rabbit. I can't remember. There's Scorpion and all this shit. I've broken down so many of them, I don't remember what they're called. But most importantly, you're looking for the Hunter's Mags. After you get the Hunter's Mags, everything else is easy. But you need the Hunter's Mags to make Dancing Waters. So until you get, like, one Hunter, you can't make a Dancing Water. So your first priority should be to farm Water Bazooka Hard on 4-man or 5-man. Badger, that's it. Badger. So you'd want to farm Water Bazooka Hard on 4-man Body Party. Preferably on a boost. You don't need something extravagant like a 300, a 100, 200 will suffice. Running it on login every day is what I used to do, and I used to get a ton of mags. And the thing is, if you get, like, a bunch of, like, Ronins or other mags, you can sell them. Like, I would buy them off you if I had OC. Right now I don't, but, like, you can sell them. People will buy them, and you will generate OC. You might even be able to, like, get enough OC from what you farm to, like, just buy Hunters off someone that's selling them. That's always an option. But the most important thing is to get the Hunter mag. Yes, a weapon reduction, a recipe reduction would be amazing to see again. Like, they should, with the amount of new players, like, that Switch and Steam get, and even us, we get a lot of new players too. It would be so awesome to see a reduction for anything under so much. Really? You do have a Dancing Water? That's awesome, Julius. That's really generous of the guy, too. That's really generous. So yeah, you just got to get 2 more of those. 2 more Dancing Waters. That's fantastic. Do I have extra Blitz recipes for Spear? No, I don't. I only have recipes for White Brilliance. I would like them to update it so we can trade some fucking recipes. Like, now that the White Brilliance and stuff, like, it's not the highest end of weapon, like, we should be able to trade those recipes. Like, oh, I hate that. I got a bunch of raid. I don't think I have any extra raid spear recipes, though. Yes, I would love to trade Vanguard Scrolls. Holy shit. Absolutely. That's like quality of life upgrades. You got KG Scrolls? How do you have KG Scrolls to sell? What were you rolling for? I want to know. What were you rolling for if not KG? Yeah, people could do that on JP. It's different. Why, I don't know why we can't do it. Oh, you're rolling for the... Really? For the KG accessory? I feel like I have those, but I have no idea. Okay, I don't need Moon King anymore. Give me something else. Genji. Tale of Genji. Genji. Tale of Genji. I used to have 2 things of Moon King to do an hour of EXP. It was still run out. Oh, my extra? Yeah, if we could sell those, that'd be awesome. They're harder than KG? Accessories are hard. I'm not gonna object to that. I don't even know if I have any. What's her name? Maida Toshi? Or I don't know what they're... Not Maida Toshi. What the fuck's her name? KG. I have a KG replica. I don't think I have any. I don't think I got a single one. Chugamo, Murasaki, Utsuki, Genbu, Inucho. Oh, it's just KG? Then I don't have it. I don't think. I don't think I got any of them. Like, I looked at them. They gave you, like, a bunch of defense and shit, didn't they? Yeah, I don't have any. I didn't really care. But I just didn't get them. I got 3 kgs and I dipped. That was enough for me. Is this party even in recruit? It is. Oh, I gotta go look at this recipe and cry. Ugh. Weaponsmithing. Oh, I gotta go look at what I need. Oh. Akane? That's it. I gotta make the regular Akane. Fuck. I better not have one of these. I will get so mad. Whatever. Why does it need ice stones? Well, fuck me. Why does the fire weapon need ice stones? Oh my god. I know. Not today, though. I got other things to worry about. When did I go to Byakko Cavern? Alluring Cavern. Ugh. Be gone. I actually have the Staff of Blue Light Frozen Fortune recipe. That's funny. Where am I getting crucifix recipes? Here? You can get the recipe, it's just you can't get the incense, as far as I'm concerned. There were only 2 points in time you could get the incense thing. For Supreme. Okay, I need to double check that I do not actually own an Akane spear. Spear. Oh, I could search by name? Owie, I do not. Alright. Guess I can make one of those. Smithing. Go all the way. Oh god, this is not spear. Akane-chan spear. Right, it's just an energy sink. Like, when I first made my Tempest, I would drop like 500, I would drop 500 OC every Friday to get all the, drops from Ahriman. I would farm that all in one day. Every week, and I made a Tempest every week. High grade fucking cell. It only takes 20, no, this is the same fucking weapon. This is the same fucking. Oh, I got my heart. Oh, I got my hopes up. Holy fuck. 50 tentacles. Fuck me. I have enough fruits. How many ice stones? Fuck. Oh, I have to get 8 ice stones. I can't do this. Oh. So the Ice Blitz and the Corona Magatama, those were gifts from playing the game during its first event. Corona Magatama is actually competitively viable, and Ice Blitz on paper works, but it's like bad. So you're talking about mags? If I go to recent, they'll be at the bottom of my list because they'll be that old, right? Yeah, Manjuku thingy. Yeah, they're there. Yeah, exactly. Right, it's patience in shops. That's exactly right. So, yeah, like, oh my god, I had all this stuff so long ago. Satoshi Maki. So, the Ice Blitz, this should work, but it doesn't. Because it only deals 2 additional damage. Ice Blitz gives you 10% money drop, 15 ice, 15 lightning, or 10 lightning. Deals 2 additional damage on critical hit according to lightning element values, limit to damage added. It is viable. So this is like the prototype for damage multiplier. It doesn't actually add any good damage. I've tried it. It only adds like 1,000 or 2,000 because it's not dependent. It is according to lightning element values, but it does nothing. Like on paper, this should work, but it doesn't. In honor of the Onigiri comic, I, the Great Kaguya, have busted my butt to make this Magatama for you. On a critical hit, it'll zap your weapon with electricity. It also gives you a 10% cash boost, so you'll never have to pinch pennies. Am I just entirely too awesome, aren't I? Oh, but this will only last 30 days, and I forgot to leave slots in it. So it's supposed to only last for 30 days, but that wasn't actually implemented. And you can't ornament it. It was just like an event thing. The Corona Mag, however, is very plain and simple. It's 10 wind, 15 holy, increases HP from healing items by 10%, but it gives you 10 movement speed. So if you want to go for them really fast runs and get those super awesome times, and you don't need all your mags, slap on the Corona, and you'll be running faster than a fat guy in a hentai shop. So it just gives you 10 movement speed. I sighed because I'm like, I gotta go for. Or are we crashing? We crashing, boys? We ain't crashing. Yeah, like that mag is what it looks like what the Dragon Arc mags are, but it's not. My god, I want the Dragon Arc mags. If friggin' Aosame comes, I'm gonna get that fucking recipe. AB speed, that's right. Their friggin' sweat glands in their feet generate like a slimy mucus that lets them like skate on the ground. It's actually poggers. Come on, enemies. Are you gonna spawn? Do I have to run over here? Thanks. Ice Dragon Spiral. Cool. Alright, I did that. I'm happy. Hi, Great Silk! I honestly hate high-grade silk farming. Like, this stuff drives me crazy. But I'm in such a broken mind state that farming is like... as long as it's not Kaji, I don't care. Like, that's how I feel. It would be good to get if people were bodying, but I didn't see any body parties, so I can't blame them, it's a Tuesday. But oh well, there's at least 5 or 6 in the first room, so that's pretty good. Thanks for the likes again, guys. 3 likes, appreciate it. Oh. But I kind of think we might be due for a summer event. I think that might come. I'm kind of hoping we get that 150 Incognito Oda upgrade. I hope they're dropping too. My god. They are straight bullshit. And the Mocha Mags are also good to get because that is potentially a tentacle. Last time I did this, I got 4 tentacles, and I'm like, that's 4 runs of Sato Mine I never have to do. And that made me incredibly happy. Oh, even if I get 1 per first roam, it's only 100 runs. Oh. Yeah, summer events do have awesome exchange shops. I didn't play the last summer event that too much. Our winter update? Was the last winter update we got with KG? Because I remember I just got like a scrap from that and I got out. Like I got KG in the scrap and I said that's enough for me. There were 2 scraps that we could get during that event and I got them both. And that was enough for me to use it. Nah, what was it? I might not have been playing. Mocha! Tsukune. Oh. Well, yeah, I remember I was doing like the Christmas Sasaki stuff. She had an exchange shop, and she had a scrap, and I got a scrap from it. There were like two ways you could get scraps. Like there was the Christmas dungeons with the, you use the Christmas bells and all that stuff. And then, hey Len, how you doing? Yeah, Genshin's gonna get an update soon too. So that's gonna be a lot of exploring and a lot of fun. Is it straight up 2.0 for Genshin, or I thought they're gonna go through 1.6 and whatever? Or are they just jumping? I gotta do that story with, what's his name? Not Zhao. Kazuhara. Aren't we overdue for a Zunko Redux by now? Akane came in spam like 3 events. Rain Yogg, Fire, and Holy Yogg. Yeah, like, straight up 2.0, sweet. I kinda hope, like someone was saying earlier, like we don't have ice knowledges. And the closest thing we have to ice knowledges were the frozen mags. The Frozen Hell and the other ones. That's the only universal ice mag apart from the Eternal Thunder mag, whatever it's called. Oh, fucking Gala. Oh my god. You damn right. Oof. Zunko could be interesting. Like, I honestly don't mind us getting Reduxes if they're good. If a Redux is good and it's warranted, that's fine. It'd be fun. Like, I know people want more Zunko, people want more Kiritin, people want more Itako, and so on. Can I get a Mocha if I go up this hallway? I used to always get I usually used to do this hallway, just get Mocha mags. I'm not getting as many Mochas as I want. Like, Zunko would be good, and Sword and Spear? That's really cool. How many scrolls of Mikami do I have? I have 3. Proper knowledge. It's awesome. Is any better? I don't know. For me, it's all about what mount I like. I love Leviathan though. Like for me, like the best one for clearing mobs is the horses. But my horse isn't strong enough to do a lot of content. Like my horse can only go and do like old shit. Like Kaga, things like that. But personally, like, to me, Leviathan is like my favorite mount of all time. And at all possible, if I can use Leviathan, I use Leviathan. What? What makes you say that, Reese? Oh, they're all dead. Oh. I wouldn't mind getting I wouldn't mind getting another, like, how was I gonna say that? I wouldn't mind getting the Zunda Ogis. I never got any of them. What else was there? I don't know if they'd give you another Zunda scroll. They'd be like, it would probably just be the same event. It would trigger, and you wouldn't be allowed to get another one. Like, I don't think they're gonna give people another free scroll. I can't see it. Like, yeah, I never got any Zunda Ogis. I have zero. Zilch. I only ever got land? No, from Itako. The Kiritan Ogi's pretty fucking good, though. That's really fucking cool. People are getting their Leviathan weapons soon? Cool. As cool as, like, a Leviathan weapon is for me, I can't get it. Just on the basis of it being on Wednesdays. And I don't like the fact that it lowers your SP. Like, the Leviathan weapon is made in such a way that they want you to use Leviathan accessories with it to lower your SP cost, or your SP reduction, because they lower your total SP. Like, they're trying to, like, sell it to you or whatever. Like, if you don't have SP reduction, what event gives Carbon Flare? Carbon Flare came from Itako's Zunda event. It was from the Itako dungeon version. Oh yeah, the Zunda Ugi was so powerful. Such a powerful move. It was like the equivalent of giving people knowledges. Like, Zunda Arrow's super good. Like, I remember when videos would come up and people were like, look at this person! They're just using the Zunda Ogi and they're beating Abyss because he can't hit them because they're invincible. Like, that was the first instance of us really having, like, an invincibility Ogi. And then Icicle Punishment and Salome came later, and that just won it over. Those just fuck good moves. Right! Exactly. Like, I made 3 of them fuckers. I've used 2. Like, the negative SP you get from Fusion Bear is ridiculous. Absolutely so. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, why is it so muggy today? Oh. You want the wind one, since wind for a sword can be seriously light power. Right. Like, the Excalibur Ogi is probably super cool. Like, a Zunda event wouldn't be that bad. Like, I wouldn't mind just, you know, I'd get my 10 runs in a day or whatever it is. Try to get rewards and be done with it. Like, I wouldn't mind that either. Kind of hoping a summer event comes. Like, honestly, right now, honest to God, like, the most healthy thing we could have for our game state right now, and it would bring so many players, would be if we got a return of the Aoi and Akane summer event with the Kotsanoa mag recipe. If we had a redux of that and the event works right out of the bat, if we could get another redux of that event Like, that would actually, like, do so much positivity for our game state. Because right now, like, the best, like, quote-unquote, like, the best Magatamas to get, the Kota Noa mags, are locked behind an event. New players can't get them. People that have them don't farm for Tempest, like, they don't really need them. Like, if that were to come back as a summer event this year, right, Gala would be good, but I think a Kota Noa would be better. With all that with it, yeah. Like, but as an overall case, I'd say give us Kota Noa again, give everyone a second chance. Like, I know for me, like, if the exchange shop came back and you could buy everything from it again, like another recipe for Kota Noa, I would buy that recipe. I would buy that recipe on all my alt characters so that I would be able to save them and give it to people later that show promise. You know, like, I had gotten an extra one and I'd given it to someone. It was a viewer. I don't remember who. Hey, Sasuke, picture. It's alright, dude. It happens a lot. So the 4th and 5th skills, those are your Ogi skills. Those come from having an Ogi skill card. Ogis are generally, it's the Japanese word for a super attack, a super skill. So, like, on my weapon, I have, you know, my skill 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and 5 are Ogis. They say Ogi, Rolling Thunder Sublime, Ogi, Spirit Blast Sublime, whereas the regular skills are just Whirlwind Thrust, Water Dragon, and Rolling Thunder. So there's a clear difference between Rolling Thunder 7 and Rolling Thunder Sublime, because it's Ogi. So the Ogi skills, you would get them from your skill cards here. Like, if you open your inventory, and then you go to your skill cards, you'll find these skill cards that have this special symbol on them, and they'll be Ogis. Your Ogis generally come as a skill card set. So if we scroll down deep enough here, we'll see right here. There's Ogi skill card set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, well, 19, 20, 21, 22, and so on and so forth. For example, these skills here, I can't open it in the dungeon, but on this menu it shows you for sword. If you use this and you're holding a sword, you'd get Crimson Flame Blast Smash. Or an Odachi, you'd get the same move. Axe, you'd get Azura Spin. Spear, you'd get Spirit Blast. Fujin Circle Dance for Twin. Aerial Blitz for Bow. And so on and so forth. Right. So these Ogi skill cards, they come from when you roll the Neon Coral Pawn, or you use a gacha ticket, an SP gacha ticket. Whenever you get one of those silver balls, or sometimes a gold ball, you can get yourself an Ogi. And generally, I would save those Ogis until you have weapons that merit their strength. Because once you put them on a weapon, you can only take them off by using an Ogi extraction ticket, and those are also only obtained by rolling or, you know, spending OC or using gacha tickets, etc., etc. So you have to use them with a lot of consideration. But they're generally really, really powerful, and they're really strong attacks that have like AoE and just really powerful. And you can only have 2 per weapon, and that's what you put them on. And there are some weapons in the game that do come with Ogis by default. Like the Satan line of weapons and the Dragon Arc weapons and Gargoyle weapons all have Ogis embedded into them by default. So in terms of this Akane weapon I'm going to make, I think I'm going to put Tensho Wave and Shalom, because I think I have an extra Shalom 7. You're still on Sunrise? That's alright. Sunrise are good. Eventually you'll get Myriad King and you'll work your way up. Level 96, that's not bad. You're really close, Unsafe. You're really close to that golden level of 105. that's your target. That's where you want to be. Your goal is getting through the story and trying your best to get to 105 along the way. .105 is an important level because that's when you're able to use the 105 line of Makatamas. And those are really, really powerful. Once you get those and you get some gargoyle weapons or whatever have you, then you're ready for some good endgame content. You're only 2 days in, that's really good. Right. At the same time, though, I'd rather someone just get through story and, like, enjoy themselves and, like, you know, get through it and enjoy, like, the thrill of the combat. You know, like, if you level up to 120, then go do story, like, you're not going to have fun. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get that challenge out of it. You're not going to get the intended difficulty. And then after that, yeah, just use the experience dungeon. But for the sake of your enjoyment, you're already doing really good at 96 in 2 days. That's phenomenal. Oh, Satan days were the best days. Satan was the greatest. That was the pinnacle. That was like the first time the community came together to like beat the shit out of something and farm something. That was one of the best summers. Oh my god. Then we had new runs. But before that we had pipe 3 farming. We had people in the sewers. Oh my god, sewer farming was so fun. I remember I would leave my PS4 on. I would join a body. I would have a party on top of my head and say like, "Hey, join for experience." And like people would join my party and they would just like, you know, like 4 people would join it. Like this is before we had bodies. And people would join it and everyone would be in the sewers and we'd all be gaining experience together. And like I would just have it like happen overnight and people would keep playing overnight and I would level up in my sleep. It was so cool. You just got to Sekigahara? That's really good for 96. It's not bad. Sekigahara requires you to, the fact that you got through Kyoto is actually, like, intelligence. Like, if someone can get through Kyoto, like, you are a genius. You would not know how many times, being a streamer, I will get the questions of, how do I get this drop for Kyoto? Exactly. They'll be like, how do I put on the outfit? How do I get the outfit? How do I get the silk? How do I get this? How do I do this? Where do I go? How do I do this? And it's like, Kyoto is like the fucking, it's the noob stomper. Kyoto is like crusher. Yeah, you do. You sure do. Like if somebody can get through Kyoto, like get that man to organize your house because he can follow directions. Like if you can get through Kyoto, you can work at IKEA, like guaranteed. You could do everything. You're good to go. So 2 days in and you're already looking up YouTube. What brings you here, my friend? Satan's in Edo. He's quite a ways away from Edo. Oh, a big... Oh, you're really bored? Alright. Right on, dude. We have a saying around here. If people are wondering what to do, they come to me. We had a whole my big friendship of my like guild clan whatever was founded on the basis of like we all didn't know what to do, so we became friends. Like that's a weird anime title, but like that's literally the story of Onigiri and me. We didn't know what to do. Yeah, then there's islands, but islands are after Satan. Like Oshu's after Satan. It's kind of like the Neighbors Club. Oh my god, this farm is so horrible. Yes, you have to get the sulfur and the scraps. Ugh, the cobblestone. Oh, the orange glass marbles. What else do you need? Yeah. Remember field boss farming? Oh. Remember getting drops? Oh. Is that a drop? It's really weird. Like, I've been playing so much Oni the past. Like, it just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, you know, you have like 3 hours, you could get like 2 billion experience. Yes, field bosses are still in the game. How else are you supposed to get watermelons and shit? Oh, good, Mocha Mags. My sanity is redeemed. Warzone? Someone else told me about Warzone. Someone was talking about it. I don't know what it is, though. The monsters don't do shit to you now. Well, yeah, because you're too high level. For, like, you're supposed to be, like, a level 50 right now. In the area you're in Sakura, or what'd you say, Sekigahara, you're supposed to be, like, level 50 going on 60. But you're 96. And your defense is so naturally high that you can't do anything. Like, they're not gonna do shit to you. You're not gonna take damage until you get to Echigo Estate. Like, and that's just a problem with the game being as old as it is, and them giving you, like, a fast pass towards getting through the early content. Because now everything takes, like, a fraction of the experience it used to take, and so much stuff. If you want to come with me, Divinity, by all means. If anybody wants to come with me, I have a body party. And just a little bit of sanity left. But honestly, like, Honor Island broke me. Like, I farmed that shit so much that it makes everything else pale in comparison, and I'm, like, not afraid of anything anymore. I got hit by a big Purgatorium tornado. Nothing hurts anymore. Like, it's like I fought Jiren. Like, what is left for me? I ain't scared. You said Lacus Mortis. Yeah, I got a body party and I'm outside the Alluring Caverns. I gotta get these drops. I gotta get these fuckers. Thanks for the like. We went up in likes. Oh yeah, you could. The minute you can talk to Chifuri, you're at endgame. Wow. Like a discussion of like things that Oni could do better that would change like the dynamic of everything. Like, and a lot of it comes from like having played Genshin, having you know, played other gacha games and MMOs and stuff. But like some of the biggest things they could do to like change the whole dynamic of this game and keep player retention and keep player login activity, like if they made it so that energy was only consumed at the boss when you get to the boss portal. Oh man, it's telling me I have poor connection. What do you mean poor connection? That's really weird. He spoke the truth, so they like muted him. I've never seen this before. It's telling me poor connection quality. Broadcasting mic audio only. Is that what it looks like up there too? Oh my god, that's weird. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know why it's doing that. What's wrong with it? I can't change the settings. Like, what does it want? Guys, so I'll be right back. We're gonna figure this out. Gotta change controller, dude.